Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday. Oh, my goodness gracious. Another week has gone by. And we're here. Here we are. We're going to wait for the sound check. Discount double check.
How's it going, everybody? I'm just waiting.
Check.
I'm not mute. I got 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
So I hope everybody's having a fantastic
well.
weekend. And it's coming to an end. I hope it's enjoyable for everyone.
It all sounds good to me over here.
Sound good? You sound good? Everybody sound good? We're good? Yay. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, we are very tan. We got some sunshine on our Navigator cruise, and it was so much fun. Oh my gosh, so fun. First, let's say hello to everybody who's here in the chat.
What up, everybody?
Everybody that's watching, thank you guys for joining us on Sunday. Hello to everyone. There's so many of you guys in here. I see Jill, Jenna, Kay, Triple A, O, Reen, Justin. Hi, Justin. Dave, Lacier, let's see, Wheezy, Kathleen, Bev, WJS.
Heather Forrester.
You keep going. That's all I can see.
Kathleen.
End it up.
Lawrence. Ian. I can't see anymore either.
We're at a thing. Hello, Lawrence. Ian, everybody. Hello.
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 La la la.
Okay, so had a good weekend. We had a great week.
We did. Let's just say right off the bat that Navigator was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. We've always said that we've liked the bigger ships, and this one was a surprise hit.
It really was.
I'd sail on it tomorrow.
I think it's fantastic. It is they do 4 threes. So 3 days over the weekend and then 4 days during the week. And I absolutely loved it. I actually think that I would really like a 3-day as well. It's just, it kind of gets your cruising fix in and then you get back to reality. I like that. It's kind of nice. And I really like the itinerary with going to Nassau and Coco Cay, which is fantastic. Before we get into anything, we have to thank our wonderful, can I say wonderful like 100 times?
Like 10 trillion more times.
Our wonderful sponsor, Your Perfect Getaway by Britney Watson.
Thank you so much, Britney.
Oh my gosh.
You're an amazing human.
She sponsored our entire trip, so it was all on her, and we are so thankful for that. So we can bring you guys all this information and make our vlogs and everything else. So thank you so much. We do have another cruise sponsored by Britney coming in December on the Carnival Sunrise. It was also, so if you knew this, get rid of that. Navigator was just recently renovated, refurbished, and Carnival Sunrise was also just recently refurbished. So we get to go on the refurbished ships and bring you all the information, which is so fun, so great. So yes, thank you so much. Thank you. We had a fantastic time.
Yeah, Navigator was really great. I mean, like, way better than I expected. I don't know how to compare it to the ships in the current fleet, but to me, Symphony to Navigator is kind of like on Carnival from Horizon to Breeze.
Yes.
That's how I would put it.
I would say the same thing.
Breeze, I don't consider to be a super small ship. There's a lot of jam-packed stuff in there. So same with Navigator. There's a lot more on those decks than you would imagine. And it's got some things that the big ships don't have like the viewing areas up top, which are the Crown Lounge and all that.
Yeah, so when we
Bar.
first started sailing, we did, oh my gosh, Enchantment of the Seas, which is really tiny, very small.
Tiny.
We did 2 4-days, and it had a observation lounge. I call it that because I don't remember what it was called on Enchantment, but where it sits on top of the ship and has all the glass and you get to look out. It's wonderful. We haven't seen that on Royal Caribbean since because apparently they took them off on the Oasis class ships. But it is on the Voyager class ships, which are Navigator, Mariner, Voyager, and all those in that line. So It's a wonderful place. We actually set up there. We did karaoke there, which was really fun, which was the craziest karaoke, the rowdiest karaoke I've ever seen.
Some intense karaoke.
So crazy. So Heather had a question. I love it. Let's just get into it. Here we go. Heather, you asked if I could only do one slide from the top, which is, I'm guessing, Daredevil's Tower that you're talking about.
We're talking about Coco. Okay,
Coco. Which would you recommend? I can only physically climb up there once. I think everybody can only physically climb up there one time because it is so tall.
So, in my humble opinion, there's only one slide on that tower.
The other ones are.
They pale in comparison. I feel like they just threw them up there so you would feel like you have something else to do.
Well, I think so. The very top slide, which is Daredevil's Peak, the red one,
awesome,
is really, really fun. It's really, really fun. But if you do the lower slides, so you don't have to walk all the way to the top. If you do the lower slides first, before you do the really fast red slide, the other ones will seem really good. But if you do the fast one first, like we did, and then do the other ones, you feel like you're in the tube like, are we going to go? Because it's so slow compared to the red one.
Yeah. I also don't recommend doing the other slides before the big, long red one because the wait time is insanity.
Yeah.
So, we were lucky to get on the Devil's Peak ride right off the bat.
We ran to...
Remember her with the funicular? Just remember the funicular. There should be a t-shirt. Remember the funicular. So
we were the first ones off the ship. We were running to the Throwater Park, and we still had about a 25-minute wait on the Devil's Peak line, which is the tallest one. It is very fun. It is a deceiving ride. It starts off, if you watch, we just released a video today I put it up with all the slides. Definitely check that out. Here it is right here. Go check that out. There's a link in the description below. We have all of the water slides there. So the red water slide starts off slow, and it slowly gets faster and faster and faster.
It's a lot of fun.
As you can hear me screaming, because I do get faster and faster and faster. But they're all really fun. But the red one, definitely recommend doing the red one because it's intense, actually. Intense. Yes. Okay. So hope that answers your question. Ian, you asked, did you have the key on Navigator? We did. We loved it.
We did love it.
Oh my gosh. Now for the key, which we talked about in the vlog, which we will see like when all the Harmony stuff gets finished. It's very funny. Royal is the most efficient embarkation day boarding we've ever seen on any ship.
And now disembarkation.
So for embarkation, we have missed every time. We've missed the calling.
We were there at 10:30 for boarding, thinking they won't board before 11. No, they had started boarding. They had started boarding a little over 10, a little past 10. So when we got there, there was no line for anybody. You just walked right on. We did have the key drop off and the key breakfast. Or the key lunch, excuse me.
Yes, in the main dining room.
In the main dining room.
But we've missed the embarkation because we get there. So we stayed in a hotel this time for Miami. We missed the live stream.
Which we highly recommend it.
Yeah, we did. We do recommend that. We drove down to Miami, and we stayed at a hotel called The Guild Miami. It's from a recommendation from Cruise with Ben and David. Thank you guys for that recommendation. It was wonderful. We loved it. If you're going to stay at the Guild, it is about 1.5 miles away from the port. It's so easy. We got to the port in I think like less than 2 minutes. I was like, ooh.
For sure.
We were there. The Guild is a beautiful hotel. It is a residence hotel as well, so people live there. It's an apartment, so you have a kitchen. We had a studio, so the kitchen and the bedroom and the dining room and living room are all together, which was cool. Really, really nice. But it is a young person's hotel.
Yeah, the pool was a frat house. So it's kind of like
living in a frat house.
The pool was definitely a frat house. There was crumpled cans everywhere, garbage everywhere.
Yeah, we didn't use the pool because I'm not really into the real world, the real world life.
If you want to know what it's like to live in the real world house or Big Brother, that's definitely something I would think.
But our room was quiet. We didn't hear anything, and it was super nice, and we loved it. So definitely recommend that. But we thought, we'll get to the port around 10:30, so we can actually sit down and experience the embarkation process. Nope, not happened. We got there. They were already boarding.
Should have been there by like 9, apparently.
I don't know. They're so efficient. That's not a bad thing. That's a really good thing. But we just wanted to be able to tell you how embarkation is. I don't think we stopped embarkation except to take our picture.
Nope. We flew up the gangway. Literally just flew right onto the ship, and we're like there going, oh, okay. And so all Stef is like, where's the key? That's it.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's it. So we did have the key. We did a few new things.
She did FlowRider.
If you watch, VIPs have access to day 3 already, but you will get to see something special that Sean does on Harmony that he's never done before. And this is what I did.
Use a public restroom. No, that's not what it is.
This is what I did.
This is what Stef did.
Now let me see if I can restart this because that's not the beginning.
That's definitely not the beginning.
Okay, here we go.
There you go.
There's it is.
Stef.
That's me.
There's
right
Stef
there.
flow riding
there
it.
I am.
There's Stef flow riding it.
I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it.
I'm super proud of her. Not only did she do it once, she didn't do it twice. She did it 6 times.
And I actually stood up.
That's true.
I did the surfing, standing. So we did the key, and with the key with FlowRider, and Sean did the wall climbing, the rock climbing. There was only in the rock climbing there was a little bit more of a line, but in FlowRider there was only 2 other people. So
yeah,
easy peasy, so good, so good. All right, we have any more questions?
Yeah, look at your queue, yo.
Send Tracy, you asked, do you think drink packages are worth it, especially cruising on a 3 or 4 night cruise?
Boy, did we have like 6 months ago, we would have had a completely different opinion on this, but our opinion on the drink pass has changed considerably.
It really has. Drink pricing has changed. It's gone up. And now they include gratuity on every single round, which also drives the price up. So if you're paying a la carte with a $13 drink, that gets very pricey. When we were on P&O, it was really nice because all the drinks were almost all under $9, which was perfect for a la carte because we don't actually drink that much. But when you talk about rounds being, $40, close to $50 a round. So for us, I think drink packages, because they are per night, I don't think it matters if you're on a 2-night, 3-night, 4-night, 7-night, 14-night, because it's all based on that. So if you like to drink, if you like to get sodas and coffees and milkshakes and get an occasional alcoholic beverage like at dinner and an after dinner drink, I definitely say it's worth it, especially with the way they're driving the prices through the roof. Also, do not buy it on the ship. We learned the hard way on Harmony. We paid before the cruise, I think it was $59 per day. On the cruise, it was $85 per day.
And we finagled with them a little bit, but they weren't willing to get us down to the rate from online. It's just we chalk it up to our fault. So yeah, we absolutely do recommend the drink pass now if you drink it all, and that because it also includes soda and water and sometimes coffees and stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely recommend it. We got bit by it pretty hard on Harmony, and I think from now on we'll just get it. It's just part of the deal. It was awesome on the Navigator because even in the bamboo room where they had these specialty cocktails that were $1 more than the drink pass held, it's okay. You can get a bunch of drinks and it's like $4 or $5. So it was really, really good, I think.
Yeah, it was. We really liked the bamboo room a lot. It was a hidden gem.
And the lime and the coconut bar.
Oh my gosh!
First time ever you like a pool bar.
Let me show you. So this is the lime and coconut pool bar area. It is 3 decks, and I did the night shot because you can actually see all 3 decks a lot easier than you can when it's bright and sunny. So you'll see at the top with the lights on it, way up here, right here, up here, this way. There's really nice chairs up there,
really
and
nice.
then one deck down in the middle, so right here. It is another bar, which there are seats here along the there is a railing, and you can watch the movie, which is really, really cool. We watched Aladdin during the day, and we never sit outside on the pool deck, but it's all covered up here at the very, very top, so it's all shaded, which is really nice. There's the seating on the side up here in the middle, which is cool, and then of course you have the bottom, which is the pretty typical pool bar kind of area. It was beautiful. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was probably our favorite. It is definitely our favorite pool bar area of any ship that we've ever been on.
This destroys any pool bar we've ever been to.
Oh, so nice.
View the queue, yo.
So nice. View the queue.
View the queue.
What was I talking about? I don't know. Drink packages.
Yep.
Oh, we got to that. Yeah. Lawrence, you asked, can men wear diver shirts on the thrill slides at Coco Cay? Thanks.
So yes, you can. I don't recommend wearing t-shirts. Those guys, all the guys that I saw wearing t-shirts were complaining that they were slowing down on the slides. But if you wear a rash guard like me, the surf shirts, then absolutely, because they're a lot more skin tight. But the dudes wearing the baggy t-shirts that they would just wear normally if they weren't in the water, yeah, they weren't having the best of times. But it's not that they're not allowed. You absolutely can. Just you might go even slower on the slow slides and even slower on the fast slides.
And women, the same thing.
Yeah.
T-shirt. There we saw a lot of women wearing t-shirts, and then a lot of women wearing rash guards like I wear. Let's go back to the footage. I can pause it. Like me, right here. Rash guard. Yay! There we go. All right. Good question. Jill, you said, in Coco Cay water slides, do you get claustrophobic? I don't swim, but have been on slides before. Do you see any problem? I'll leave that one to you.
I get very claustrophobic. Very. I hate crowded elevators. I hate people who see 1/8 of an inch of space and are like, yeah, there's plenty of room for me and my 12 members of my family and 18 strollers. I get really, really claustrophobic very quickly. I honestly thought that the Abyss was going to be claustrophobic, and it wasn't when I went and did it. So that was great. But on Coco, I'm going to say this: in the morning, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the lines or anything like that. But in the afternoon, when the slides heat up, it gets a little claustrophobic. So they're just sitting there roasting. So if the heat, if the close proximity plus the heat does it for you, then yeah, I would say it's claustrophobic. I had a little bit of claustrophobia towards the end of the day when it comes to how hot the slides were. But we did the very big slide at first, and it was fine. I mean, there's not like you can go anywhere once you decide to make that move anyway, right? So you're just sitting there going, wow, this is really taking a long time. I'm like counting to 30 going, ugh. But no, I wasn't super claustrophobic in the morning, but I absolutely was in the afternoon. So I hope that helps.
And I don't have any issues, so I thought it was great.
Steph has zero issues whatsoever.
The tube slides are big. They have 2 raft slides, the slingshot and the twister. Those are both huge, and you would never feel claustrophobic in those because you're on a raft. And then I think the racers is so fast. That's what you were saying. They're small, but they're fast. And I think that all of the Devil's Tower slides, although they are body slides where you don't actually have an apparatus on you, like a mat or a tube apparatus. There you go. All right. WJS, you asked, will you be going on Oasis or Allure once they have had their renovations?
Would love to. Would love to. They're currently our favorite class of royal ship. So yeah, would love to. We haven't ever done Oasis before, and it would be nice to see what the changes to Allure are. So yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt.
Most definitely. Hello, Allison and Madison.
Allison and Madison.
Welcome. All right, back to my queue. Here we go. Hugo, you said, guys, would you recommend buying the excursions on the ship or before your cruise? If you want to make sure you have them, buy them beforehand.
Yep.
That because they will sell out. If there's something that you need a question asked about, that you can call the shore excursion. There's a line for most every cruise line, and you can talk to them about it. If you're going to book a private excursion, definitely book that before you get on the ship, because getting internet and all that stuff, getting all that, all those plans together. The pricing is the same. I haven't seen any pricing go up on the ship for excursions, not for the drink pass. And you're lucky, all you people that got $18 drink passes.
Boy, that would have been nice.
Yeah, so definitely look in buying yours. If plan out your vacation, make it stress-free. You don't want to be worrying about, running around, and if it's something sold out, then you have to find something else. So if you want to do it, book it. Yeah, that would be right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. John, you asked, are you looking to do any more P&O cruises?
Pando, of course.
Pando, Iona.
Yeah, we definitely want to do the
Definitely want to do it. For us right now, the problem is getting over there and figuring out the logistics of basically traveling to England.
Got to find a way back to Europe. Yep.
Yeah, we have to get there. Ian, you said your stateroom on the Navigator, was it an inside room similar to that on the Harmony? No.
No, we did not have an inside room on the Navigator.
We did not. We had an ocean view room. And I would say, besides the renovations on the pool decks and the slide area with the FlowRider and everything, Navigator is a very traditional cruise ship, and that includes our cabin. Which,
comparatively speaking, yeah, for sure.
I say traditional as in the rooms are small. It
felt kind of like a hybrid between Disney and Princess.
Yeah,
truly.
I mean, it wasn't where Harmony and Symphony are new ships, so everything's new. The design is new. The cabinets, everything is very new. I will say the one thing that I was really surprised about was storage space.
Yes, there was a ridiculous amount of
tons.
And we had full-length closets, which was lovely. No.
So that was really nice.
Scrunching the bottom of your fabric.
I feel like the newer ships have sort of whittled down storage to be very, very small.
So there's no way that, at least in my humble opinion, there's no way the $150 million upgrade on Navigator had anything to do with the cabins. So it was really all the top decks and like the bamboo room and stuff. Really, really cool ship, but the rooms are a little on the wear and tear side.
Yeah, bathroom very, very small. The showers, like you're Superman.
I don't know if you remember the phone booth shower. There was like this.
You feel like you're Superman, and then it opens up. Yeah, so very, very tiny compared to what we've been having in the Oasis class ships. Laura, you are both looking well. Oh, thank you so much. We have a glow. What do you recommend doing on Celebrity Equinox? Ooh, Hollywood hot glass for sure.
For sure.
It is so neat, so fun. I mean, when can you say you've blown glass? I mean, that just in general, in most people's lives,
Yeah,
they
not even
can't
on
blow
land.
glass even on land. But to say that you blew glass on a cruise ship is just something that's definitely, a great memory to have.
For sure.
What else? The mixology classes
The
are really
mixology
fun.
classes were insane. Their mixologists at both the mixology bar and the martini bar were insane, doing all kinds of crazy tricks. They do a lot of really great performance art with their alcohol, which is really a lot of fun. They have silent disco, which is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, silent disco's
Silent
great.
disco,
It's
so
busy. Everyone
super
loves
busy.
it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, everyone does that same gag where they scream with. I'm not going to do it because I have to go back to work and I got to save my energy. But still, they're always like, "This is really great music." It's like, no, come on, But yeah,
That's so
it's funny.
wonderful.
Every time.
But
Every
have
time.
a great time on Equinox. It
Yeah.
is a fantastic ship.
Love the Equinox.
Visit El Baccio
Oh,
for the
Al.
best ship snacks.
Oh, Al.
So good. Rainbow, you asked, what does the key cost? And Roberta, you asked, do you purchase the key for both people? I'm going to do both of these at the same time. The key is different depending on your sailing.
Mm-hmm.
So for our Harmony Symphony cruises, both of those key prices were different.
Mm-hmm. One was 19, the other was 29, right?
That's correct. And on this one, our Navigator one was $24.99. And yes, Roberto, you have to purchase the key for everyone over the age of 6 in your cabin.
Mm-hmm.
So children, adults, everybody has to purchase.
So that
the
adds
key.
up. If it's not for you, that adds up. If not everybody in your party needs priority embarkation or internet or whatever, that totally adds up. But for us, it's completely amazing.
We love it. Love it. Lisa, do the water slides have a fee to go on? The water slides do not, but the Thrill Water Park does.
Yes, it's a one fee it's just like a traditional water park. You pay for access to the water park and then you can ride the rides as much as you want to. But no, you can't land at Coco Key and just walk, or Coco Cay, excuse me. I'm never going to stop calling it that. You can't land at Coco Cay, walk into the Thrill Water Park and be like, yo, I'm just going to go on the water slides. I'm like, that's cool. You got to pay. So.
Yes. And the prices for the water park vary
that's
versus
the strange
sailing
thing.
as
That's the
well,
strange
which
thing
is
too.
very interesting. Nick, you asked, are balcony rooms worth the extra cost? Now, this is very personal for everyone. This question is a very personal thing depending on how you cruise, how you vacation, and what you do in your cabin.
For me, the answer is no.
For me as well.
Because the difference between the rooms we normally stay in and that is the drink pass.
That's correct.
Or something else.
Yeah.
A couple excursions and the key. For us, it's not. It's great to spend the 30 seconds out on the balcony in the morning and maybe another 20 minutes at night. But in all honesty, we're so busy and we're always moving and grooving. So we just don't have the time.
Yes.
That and every time we stay in a balcony room, the people around us start to do like heavy construction. I'm not entirely certain what they're moving. Maybe they're building levels. I haven't figured it out yet, But it's always I'm like, guys, it's like the balcony is this big. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? So.
Oh, it's so funny.
Or there's a lot of I'm not going to go into what all that's about, but you know what's up.
Fill in the hee-hees. We know what's going on out there. We know what you're doing.
Yeah, everybody knows what you're doing. So stop sneaking around and just get it done.
It's just not even right. All right, back to these questions. I've lost my cue here. Time to shine. You said, are the bungalows at Perfect Day at Coco Cay worth it? They look wonderful.
They do look wonderful. You'd have a guaranteed spot no matter what.
So, let's go to this. Since we're talking about so much of Coco Cay, I will say this. If this happens,
be warned.
If you have 2 ships in port, I would definitely say a bungalow at Coco Cay would be amazing.
For sure.
Unless you are first off the ship. For us, we had Mariner was with us, so it was Mariner and Navigator. So if you put the max double occupancy, whatever it is, I think it's like 6,000 people that could possibly be in Coco Cay. It was busy. It was like really, really busy.
Because the 2 ships combined ended up having more people than Harmony or Symphony.
Yeah. So about 1:30, we noticed, we started going, wow, it feels a little cramped. It feels a little tight in here. The pool itself.
The Oasis Lagoon was unusable after about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yes.
There was just more bodies than water, to be honest.
Yeah, it was crazy. Again, it kind of resembled that Real World feeling over there.
Yep.
I think Mariner was a younger crowd, and I would
I
say
think so.
20 to 30s. They had a lot of people in the 20 to 30 range. So the pool became their personal club, which is fantastic. But the great thing about the Oasis Lagoon is you can grab your drink and you can go to the other side. There's no music. It's quiet. There are little islands you can sit on. It's really nice. Oh, and we found out that in the pool, they have these shelves to sit on.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're soft.
By all the islands,
they have
they're all
padding.
squishy. Yeah.
They're so nice to sit on. I always worry about my bathing suit. If you ever sit on concrete, like the concrete steps or something on a pool, it will actually wreck the bottom of your bathing suit. So then you have like all these like tears. It doesn't tear your suit, but ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You get runs and you get those little balls. Well, because it's soft, it's nice to sit on. I think we sat there for like 2 hours. We went and got a drink and we just sat, and it was shady. They have these big palm trees that come down, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, after you've climbed those towers 10 or 12 times, you're like, let's go chill. And there was always space until after lunch, and then it was just insanity.
Yes. If this happens to you, which, by the way, you can look at, there's a whole bunch of sites that will tell you what's in port, what cruise ships are where.
Mm-hmm.
We were not supposed to be with Mariner.
No, we're supposed to be by ourselves.
We had a pit stop on our sea day to help out with the Hurricane Dorian relief for Freeport. So we ended up having to share with Mariner because we lost our port day for Coco turned into a sea day. So they switched everything around and all that. But if you have another ship in there, I would definitely recommend the bungalows. And they look really pretty. Really, really, really nice. Yeah, snags. That's the word. Snags. Everybody knows it's terrible as a girl. Guys, your bathing suits are not like that material that girls are. So, the ladies. Oh, ladies. Where are we here? I don't know where I am. I think I'm caught up.
Are you?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Woo. Since we are talking about that, we were talking about the relief. We will say it was amazing. We ended up delivering 10,000
meals, picking up over 300 people to take them to Nassau. Tons of fuel, tons of water. It was unbelievable to watch how it worked and see just all the people getting help. They're actually really lucky that this port didn't get destroyed. Otherwise, delivering all this would have been insanely difficult with tenders and whatnot. But it was really wild. I mean, you can see the fuel. You can see, there's so much food and water. And then on the opposite side of this, if this was facing the port, if this is on the left, on the right side, were over 300 families waiting to get on board, and they gave them water and food and a place to shower. And the captain was saying that they're the most welcome guests. And it was really a touching. This is like both happy and sad. This is the most bittersweet situation because the smell was so bad. You could smell the death in the air. You could smell the destruction. You could smell death. I don't know how else to explain it. If you ever smelled death, magnify that by thousands. It was horrifying. And then in the same breath, you see the royal employees wheeling all this stuff, and all the locals coming up and hugging and high-fiving and taking things. And then you've got these other families getting ready to leave and have the Navigator take them to Nassau. It was just a very overwhelming experience. But I'm honored to be witness of something like this, and I'm super proud of the whole cruising community. I know it's not just Royal doing it. We're talking about Royal because we witnessed it firsthand, and I gotta be honest with you, it was the most intense and an emotionally intense situation I've ever seen. I don't know about you. It was super overwhelming.
It was very overwhelming. Like Sean said, you didn't smell it on the bottom decks, but on the top decks, it is a smell that I can't even describe. It was terrifying. What you smelled and what you're imagining, why you smell what you smell, it was absolutely terrifying. And to see people coming onto the ship with nothing, what they have, a little bag from a grocery store, that's all they had, that's all their belongings. It was absolutely just amazing to see this community come together and help out what they could, and then the cruising community coming together and helping any way they can to deliver and donate and transport and do all of this stuff. And they're doing it daily. And there was a line of ships waiting to come in past hours. I think we were there maybe 3 hours
at the most.
I think. And then we were out, another one came in. So it was really, they have it really down and organized. And it was absolutely amazing and unbelievable to see everything just happen. And, it's just, the devastation is just unbelievable. So yeah, it was crazy.
It was I'm glad we witnessed it, but wow, I mean, I was just thinking about it now. It just, oof, it was an experience. I don't know how to explain. My heart bleeds for these people. I can't imagine having to leave the island that you live on, having to, worry about family members, having nothing, literally nothing but a ripped shopping bag holding whatever a ripped shopping bag can hold of your possessions. I mean, seriously, it was just an unbelievable experience to watch.
Yes. So we had to say that because it was amazing to see and be part of. If you want to donate, Royal Caribbean is matching donations. Go to their site, just type it in, you'll find it.
Yep.
It's amazing. So back to Coco Cay, talking about their nothing happened at Coco Cay.
Yeah.
They
damage.
were on the north or the southern side of the storm. They did not get the eye, so everything was fantastic for them. I think they lost some trees and some superficial things, but everything's good for that. If you are interested in the floating bar, apparently that floated away.
Well,
we don't know what that. There's a couple.
I don't believe the floating bar floated away. I believe they towed it in and put it somewhere, but
it's gone.
But it's more fun for the crew to go around telling everybody it blew away. It's not there anymore.
It's not there
so,
anymore.
Only someone out there knows the truth. I don't believe it blew away. I believe they moved it in, but the balloon is also gone. So up and away is nowhere to be seen right now. It didn't fly away either. I believe obviously they just deflated it and stored it. But yes, those are the only two things missing. And somebody asked about the construction on the beach. It doesn't look like much of any construction is done. I find it really hard to believe this is going to open in December, but anything can happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
I refuse to believe it's I'm thinking more March or April of next year, but there's no way December, in my humble opinion. I'm not an architect. I don't do construction, so
we really don't know what's
I'm
happening.
just looking at a barren piece of land and going, everything takes 4 times as long in the islands, and it's almost October, so just saying.
Yes, I know there was a couple of you asking. I know Crazy Cat Traveler or somebody else. Is there a point to? I'll put yours up here, Crazy Cat.
Is there a point going to Coco if you don't do the thrill water park? The answer is yes.
Well, and you don't want to sit on the beach and you can't swim.
Oh.
So that there was.
Oh, I didn't see the rest of that. Oh, well.
The pool is not deep.
Pool's not deep.
So if you don't know how to swim or you don't like to swim and you just want to go get a drink and just kind of chill on those little ledges that I talked about. So the water comes up to probably here on me, probably chest height. So you don't really get, if you don't want to go underwater or be like that, you can go get a drink and just really enjoy the palm trees. But if you don't like to be outside at all, then definitely don't go to Coco Cay.
Right.
Stay on the ship. It'll be empty because everybody's at
for the
beach.
most part. Yeah, most everybody was on the. I was shocked. I figured maybe half the ship would get off for Coco. No, it was pretty much everybody.
Yes, we actually went to do the floating bar too. We were like, let's go do the floating.
It's not there.
Where's
So we
the
talked to our
bar?
friends who work on that bar, and they're like, no. The bartenders that we actually talked to said it did not float away, but everybody else was like, oh yeah, it floated away. It's just a more fun story, I think. Great marketing.
It's out there somewhere, floating in the ocean. Just one day someone's going to come across a
some
floating
floating
bar.
bar is just going to like pull up in some island somewhere or whatever. That'd be awesome.
That'd be so great. A great story. I think I missed some questions. Maybe not too many questions. No. Oh, somebody asked about first time cruising. B. Morgan, do you recommend using a travel agent or booking on your own? I mean, it depends. We booked our first one by ourselves.
Yeah, and if you've got a really good travel agent who's into hand holding and into helping, that's great. Our very first travel agent that we ever used was not a nice person. So when we book through Britney Watson, not when her sponsored, but we've actually booked through her with our own money. She's fabulous and goes way over and above, and I'm sure there are other agents out there that do as well. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. If you've got a lot of questions and you're a little concerned about the nomenclature or the terminology or what you're getting into, or you just want someone to break down the differences of will you get your money back on a deposit from company X, Y, or Z, they're all different. They can help answer all those questions for you. I don't necessarily recommend asking the internet all the time because there's a lot of misinformation out there. So if you're comfortable booking things yourself and it seems straightforward, then do it. A lot of times travel agents can give you things like onboard credit or special little perks that you may or may not be able to get directly through the line. It just depends. Like we're all about building and forming personal relationships with people. So we love working with Britney, and she treats us like gold, and she treats all of her customers like gold. I mean, so I'm all for it. Truly, I'm also all for supporting small businesses. So I guess it just really depends on what you're looking for.
I agree with that. I'm just putting some more questions in the queue.
What about you? How about, since I did pro travel agent, why don't you do con travel agent? Why would you book it? Why would you support booking direct?
Booking direct happens right away. That would be my biggest pro for booking yourself. If you are looking at a special deal, and people are talking about Black Friday, but that's coming up and after Thanksgiving, so in November. There are specials that happen that are very time sensitive. If you have a travel agent who will not get back to you and you miss a special, that's frustrating. But again, that goes along with what Sean was saying, find a travel agent that actually works really well and actually puts in the time and all that stuff and helps you out as a customer. Brittany's been fantastic for us. I think the time sensitivity one is the biggest pro for booking by yourself. Either the rooms are gone, there's no cabins left, or whatever the reason, you miss out on something.
If you get really just crazy about booking a cruise at 11 o'clock at night, odds are your travel agent's not going to respond.
Probably asleep,
you know, so yeah, if you see a deal and it's just too good to be true, or there just happens to be a $19 deal on all the drinks you can possibly drink, I would say don't wait and go and get it now.
Just book it.
Just book it.
Yeah, Carissa, you said you book on the cruise. Yeah, that's also a very good thing. So when you're on the cruise, go to Cruise Next or Next Cruise or whatever it's called on your ship, and you can put down a deposit and book there. Also, you can also send that to your travel agent when you get back home on land. I think there's like a 2-week, it's different with every cruise line, but usually it's about a 2-week period that you can transfer your booking back to your travel agent.
Something like as long as you haven't fully paid or something like that.
Correct. That's correct.
There's all these stipulations when you do
There's
that.
a lot of stipulations.
All these rules, man. Just put me on a boat already. Stop.
Oh my gosh, so many rules. Allison, you asked. Rainbow Dash, you asked. Is there a way to know if 2 ships will be at Coco Cay at the same time? Yes. You can look up itineraries for Coco Cay. Just type in to Google like Coco Cay port itinerary and it will all come up. Now that is subject to change, like ours. We weren't supposed to be there. So sometimes things happen, but they have a tentative schedule there.
And to talk real quick about what we quote unquote lost, there's already people on the ship who logged into that favorite complaining website to say that they've lost something when they changed our itinerary. We didn't lose anything. So we got Coco, we got Nassau. What we lost was a sea day. They took a sea day and ended up using it for good. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You didn't lose anything at all. So it's just be careful when you listen to people talk about what actually happened. We didn't lose anything. They took a sea day that we wouldn't have stopped anyway, and they just moved things around. The only thing that was weird was we shuffled Coco around, so we ended up on the same day at Coco with Mariner. We weren't supposed to. That's the only difference that people can complain about, really.
That's correct. Allison, you asked, did you like Jamie's Italian on RCL on Royal Caribbean? I have a non-pasta lover. Well, they have a fantastic menu of non-pasta things.
They've got steak and chicken. And
we loved it.
Yeah.
It's our first time we've ever had fresh pasta.
OMG.
So it's like, oh, it's so good.
I love the pasta.
So good.
But they do have non-pasta dishes.
They have steaks and fish and chicken.
Steak fish.
I think actually they were looking at us weird because I think we got the pasta, which is kind of considered an appetizer. Yeah,
we ordered the pasta as the big old bowl. It's like,
we're like, can we get that in a, because we're, Olive Garden, can you get that in a dinner size? And they're like, you don't want a steak or something? We're like, no, just pasta. So yes, so they have other things. Renee, you said which cruise is next? Right now we have, the only thing we have on the books is this one. Not Navigator. Carnival Sunrise. It's going to be the second week of December.
Yeah.
We are hoping and trying to maybe get on another ship
in October or November.
Yeah. We're trying to work out some things.
Some irons in the fire, if you will.
Yes, we have some things working, so we're hoping that works out, and we'll be able to do another. Also,
just remember we only had 2 official cruises booked this year, and we're already on cruise 6 or 7. So
that's right, we are.
Yeah, so we don't really ever know what our schedule is going to be like. It's kind of fun that way, I guess.
Melissa, this is a fantastic question. If you have to pick, which would you choose? Royal Caribbean or Disney?
Well, I mean, we've done a lot more Royal, so our sample size for Royal is way bigger. But if I had gun to my head, Royal all the way.
Yeah. For us, we as adults without children like the offerings for adults on Royal Caribbean with the entertainment, the live music, the alcohol options as far as the bar options. They have some really cool craft bars on there.
Really cool.
Like Sean said, we've only been on one Disney ship, and it was the first Disney ship, so we didn't really give the Disney Fantasy or the Disney Dream a fair shake because we haven't been on those.
Nope.
So besides that, and we were on a special Marvel Day cruise, which is apparently a whole different ball of wax for Disney cruising. So we didn't take a traditional Disney cruise.
No.
So that's important to know.
Yeah.
Because it was different. Have you ever eaten, Carissa, you asked, have you ever eaten at Wonderland Restaurant? If yes, do you recommend?
Yes, we ate at it in Symphony. Yep.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
It is fantastic. It is different.
Very different.
Really different. Like tomato soup comes in a test tube.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
It's weird. So it's the flavors are fun. The restaurant is fun. The desserts are magical. Like they're so good. It's just fun. It's a fun restaurant. So definitely recommend trying it at least one time to see if you like it. And look at the menu. I was eating stuff that would never ever think about eating, like caviar, and it was really good altogether. I had to close my eyes and eat it because if I think about what it is, I would have not eaten it, but I did, and it was really good. I loved it. So.
And to everyone asking us to sail in October, November or December of this year, that's only going to happen if we can work out some kind of magic deal or we get sponsored. That is way too close, and money's a thing. So we'd love to. We wish we were infinitely wealthy, living on that trust fund that doesn't exist, and just like, yeah, it's cruise time. But no, unfortunately, I've got 11 jobs, and Stef's working here 24/7. So we have to make it work. And so yeah, we're not able to just jump on a ship. I would love to do all these ships back to back. My dream would be to be at sea no less than 2 weeks out of every month. But we got close last year, but not so much this year.
Yeah, we have to adult.
Yes, we have to be adults.
We're adulting.
We're adulting right now.
We're adulting. Jim, thank you so much for watching our vlogs and watching the Coco Cay vlog. If you haven't seen that one yet, it just came out last week. Here it is.
It's a lot of fun.
It's the full island tour.
Everything, so included and paid.
We took you on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we just released today, kind of like a supplementary to that, all of these slides at the Thrill Water Park. So you can check that out if you want. It's a fun one. The whole island. It was exhausting. Like, so exhausting.
Yeah. Stephanie passed out.
It was the most exhausting tour that we've ever done. And I thought nothing could beat Symphony. And it did. I was like, oh. So we, episode 3, which released for VIPs, was not ship tour day. It was just sea day because I woke up at 10. So
yep.
It happens, you know. It happens. What can you do? Ian, you said, asked about Castaway Key. I don't believe any private island was hurt by the hurricane. They were the closest. To the eye, but they were still very far south.
Haven't seen any reports though. I'm all over the Disney crew on LinkedIn, and no one's posted any photos or anything. So if they have been destroyed, they've been very quiet about it.
Yeah. Yes, Crazy Cat Traveler. Yes, Sean still has 3 jobs.
Yes, I was at work this morning. We only came back to do this, and the second the live stream's done, going right back to work. We're right in the middle of a massive project.
Danielle, this is a great question. If Britney is in here,
Brittany, if you're in here,
somebody put a link. Oh, you can actually do that. Put a link to Brittany's. We'll put a link in the chat. Sean will do that right now, and to get in contact with her. She's amazing. I love her. If Brittany is your travel agent, you get fun stuff in the mail, and that's like the best thing ever. It's so great.
For real.
I love it. So amazing. Everyone likes to get little presents in the mail. She's amazing. She's amazing at what she does. And she sponsors us, which makes her even more amazing. Let's see. Did we go over? Oh my gosh. You know what we forgot?
What's up?
This is getting to the end. We forgot something huge
that happened. We did. We were in the middle of the trip.
This happened in the middle of our trip. Are you ready?
A couple days ago. Booyah. That was cool. That was really cool.
What? Very, very cool. So thank you guys for subscribing to us and all of your support and all that stuff. I mean, you guys make our channel. We wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for all your support.
We would just be making videos by ourselves.
Like, hey,
thank you.
Hey, cats, watch our videos.
I think the cats would watch.
I think they'd walk away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Sad. It's kind of rude.
It is rude.
Jill, we have not done Petite Chef on Celebrity. The Petite Chef is on Celebrity Edge, and we have not been on the Edge yet. We want to go. I think they are also putting it on other.
We got a super chat sticker from Franny. Thank you,
Super
Franny.
chat sticker.
YouTube doesn't tell people about stickers. Thank you so much,
Watch
Franny.
this. This is for you.
This is for you, Franny. Woo!
Yay! Thank you for your super chat sticker.
Woo, woo,
Yay! Woot! That's for you. Thank you so much for your super chat sticker.
Yeah, only super chats to make the lights go off. The stickers, for whatever reason, YouTube does not allow the stickers to make the lights go off. Don't know what's wrong with them.
Thing. They don't do the
Stupid
same.
YouTube.
Roland, I have no desire to become a travel agent.
We already have a full-time customer service job with our company.
Yeah. It's enough for me. I leave that to Britney. She's a great professional travel agent. I'd let her do it. I don't have time to do any of the schooling or any of that stuff, and I really don't have the time to help people plan vacations.
No, it would be cool, but no.
It would be cool, and I think that I would really like it, but I just don't have the time. So it's just I'll leave it to Britney. She's the pro.
And we don't want people accosting us on the ship, telling us how much they hate their vacation. We watched that happen to a travel agent on this last trip. It's like, whoa, this is not the forum. But I mean, maybe I don't know the circumstances, but people were irate and screaming was happening. So I'm like, yeesh, not for me.
Yes, Dave, the Equinox does also have, I know they were going to put it on their new, as they were doing the Edge updates.
La Petite Chef is really cool. We were on the ship way before they bought that technology and imported it onto the ship. We saw that at NAB though, at a convention. It's very, very cool. Don't like French food, but I will definitely go to that restaurant just to see the projection mapping, because projection mapping is life.
Little La Petite Chef. Oh my gosh. Ian, does Britney deal with people in the UK? That I don't know. I would definitely get in contact with her. I'm sure there are some ships that she can't. Like I do know that P&O for one of those is, but I know that you guys can book those in the UK by yourself. Through other TAs, but definitely give her a call or a message. Nobody calls. Give her a message and ask her, and I'm sure she'll help you out. So yeah, John, new to the blog, welcome.
Thank you, John.
Welcome.
Jill's asking if we recommend the key.
We do. We've had it 3 times now.
Yes, we've used the key 3 times. Each time has been completely different than the time before, but we've liked it every time. So
we have. It's especially for the internet. That's why we get it. That's the primary reason why we get it. And now that I'm a FlowRider master.
The footage suggests otherwise. Let's just say that.
I am a FlowRider master.
Ooh.
So now
you need 1,000 hours on something to be an expert at it. You've got about 8 minutes.
Well, I did good.
You did do good. You did do good.
No, I think for the activities there, it makes you go outside of your box and try things. Like Sean did the rock climbing wall, and I did FlowRider. So for that, without the key, we never would have done those because the lines are super long.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, FlowRider, we only had 3 people, and 2 of them were one couple. So Stephanie just kept going around and around and around. It was very fun.
It was great. I think I did it 6 times. So that's fantastic.
Oh, so someone just did. Thank you, See Her Adventures. Oh, thank you for the congrats.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the congratulations.
Thank you so much. See Her Adventures. See,
yay!
For whatever reason, YouTube likes the super chats, not the stickers. Come on, YouTube, get it consistent.
Need to get a confetti cannon.
The cats are like, yes, confetti catnip, go. Cats are, I would pay for that.
Oh, man. Un momento. Well, my uploads. Better
bloopers, FlowRider or ship tour day? Oh, definitely ship tour day. Stephanie didn't do any epic falls. The guy who the guy who surfed next to her, he bit it hard, and the board hit the floor and came back and went right across his chest, blood from here to here. And he's like, I'm fine. And they're like, sir, you're not fine. I'm fine, sir. We can't let you go. We're calling medical. There's blood. So that was weird. But yeah, Stephanie didn't get all that hurt, and her wipeout looked like she meant to do it. So. It's like she just sat down like, I'm done, you know. But she was really, 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 I'm so proud of her because it's not something she wanted to do. And normally, forgive me if you work on the FlowRider, normally it's these drunk, douchey frat guys running it, and they're super intimidating to other women and things like that.
40-year-old women, not
Steph,
little 20-year-olds who are bouncing around.
Yeah, so Steph was like, she won out. There's two of the people working at the time were women, and they were super friendly, and they showed her how to get up on the board, and they even held her hand. And when they said, "It's time to let go," Stef's like, "No." Just flat out told her, looked at her and said, "No, you will not be letting go of me at this time." To the point where the lady's like doing that whole like, "Hey, let's go ahead and get my arm back here." And Stef did a great job. She did a really great job. So if you don't know anything about FlowRider, you have to start on your stomach and then work up to your knees and then stand up and then you can surf, right? So it's this whole little ordeal. And Stephanie kept getting band after band. She's like, "I'm awesome at this." So I was really, really proud of her for doing it. And hopefully I'll get to do it next time.
Yeah, it is really fun. If you are thinking about doing the FlowRider as a older adult, and you are in your 40s, and you're thinking this is too young, I'm too old. No, you're not. Whoa! Yay!
Leah,
thank you so much.
Leah, thank you so much. You were awesome. Woo!
Thank you so much for the super chat.
And thank you for the super chat sticker. I'm sorry the lights didn't go off. That's really dumb. YouTube, I blame you.
We blame YouTube. So for the FlowRider, if you should try to do at least the boogie boarding.
Mm-hmm.
It actually isn't. It is not scary at all. It is so much more fun than it looks. Not standing up. Standing up's very difficult, but doing just on your stomach, on your abdomen.
Super proud of you.
So fun. We used to, Sean and I, we're beach kids. I've been coming to the beach for my grandparents lived in Florida. So, I mean, when you try to bodyboard in the Atlantic Ocean when there's no waves as a kid, you spend most of your time paddling. So most of the time you're just swimming. And it was so nice to be able to ride a wave and not have any work. I mean, there was no work. It just you just were like, yeah, it
was very cool.
This is so fun.
And Justin says that he saw some guys in their 70s in the FlowRider. Yeah, we've seen some we've seen some really awesome dudes. One guy was showing off and he was doing really good, and then he got a little too crazy, and the FlowRider won.
Yeah, there are some people that are really experts at the stand-up part. But if you're scared about it and you're older, you should try it.
I wish we started vlogging a long time ago, because Stephanie does crazy stuff all the time. We did a Segway tour at Disneyland and it was awesome, right? But she has this problem. She's a control freak, and you will not tell her what to do. I can't tell her what to do. Nobody tells Stephanie what to do. And the Segway and her kept having this problem where the Segway was shaking it. They call it the Segway shuffle. But then all of a sudden she just let go, and the Segway just started zooming forward and she just took off. We're all standing around going, someone's going to have to get her, because she didn't.
I wasn't in control of it.
Same thing happened on FlowRider, where they thought she was doing tricks, because all of a sudden she's zooming all the way forward and then all the way back and doing figure eights. And everyone's like, "Oh my, wow, this is impressive. You were such a quick study." She's like, "No, I have no idea what was happening.
I was just hanging on, just trying not to die."
So, it's very funny. So you just see her go all the way to the front, hit the bumper. I'm like, what are you doing? And then she's like, "Bye." I'm like, okay.
It was fun.
It was very
definitely
cool.
recommend it. But you should try it. Allison, you should definitely try it. Do the bodyboarding, the stomach, the boogie boarding, whatever they call it, on your stomach. It's really easy, and it's not so scary. And I didn't have to jump off the top. So if they make you do that, tell them no. Tell them that's really scary.
Well,
I laid down on the side of the very bottom, and then they just slowly pushed me in, and it was like, oh, that was really nice. So do it that way.
Roland wants to know our thoughts on Norwegian upgrades. We've never successfully gotten a Norwegian upgrade, so I think the bidding is cool as long as it's within a certain amount. Be careful when you add your base price, which you've already paid, plus your bid price the bid price they suggest. It could be very close to the going rate or even higher. Every time we bid pretty low, and we don't get it. So there's always this person online who says, "I bid $100 from an inside state cabin and somehow magically has a penthouse in the Haven for $100. I don't buy it, but what are you going to do? I wasn't there." So if there are awesome upgrades to be had, is it worth it to you? I think maybe. Suites are nice. I mean, I miss our suites.
The Haven's really nice.
The Haven suites are stunning. So yeah, if you can get into
nice.
one in the Bliss, go for it, because they're beautiful. But we just don't get that.
Carissa, you asked does the price of the key ever go down?
Oh!
Memento.
Laura.
We'll get back to your,
thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
She says, "Would you recommend the hot glass class on Equinox?" Absolutely. Absolutely. That was one of the most memorable experiences that we had. I'll never forget that experience on the Equinox. It was so much fun, and the crew who run it are really, really great people. So,
agreed.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I love it. I think the price is worth it. You do get to pick your price range depending on what you make. We said at the beginning, if when have you ever got to blow glass? I've never blown glass, and I went to art school. I never got to blow glass. So I think that's a really cool thing to have the chance to do. And you're on a ship, so I mean that's just
Robbie says upgrades happen, and I'm sure there's somebody out there who's actually gotten a great deal into the Haven for $100 or a few $100. But every time we've participated in that, it's basically they keep suggesting that you bid basically what the cost was going to be anyway. So it's like, well, we just underbid and never got it. So
yeah. Hugo, you asked what's the cost of the key. It is different on every
single sailing.
ship, every sailing.
Mm-hmm.
We bought it on our Symphony cruise for $19.99 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Then on Harmony it was $29.99 a day, and then on Navigator it was $24.99 a day.
Yep.
So there you go. It changes. It goes up and down. It fluctuates. I don't have any reason or rhyme or reason why they do it, but yeah, it's yeah. So yeah, you do pineapples on your shirt.
These are pineapples on my shirt.
They're
Yes.
so cute. All right, guys, it is 5:00, and we are not going to keep you.
Oh yes, it is 5:00.
My goodness gracious.
Wow, that went fast.
We do have some sad news, we'll say.
Oh yes.
I don't believe we are going to, at this point right now in time, I think we have to push pause on the live shows.
Yeah. Life is getting in the way.
It's getting really difficult on the weekends. The weekends are turning out to be our only time to work on Sean and Stef video stuff. And the live stream for me, for example, this is a 2-day event. It's a prep day for Saturday, and then it's a prep day for Sunday to get ready. So I'm losing a whole weekend to the lives, and we love talking to you guys and we love this. But it's just, we need to make some more videos and produce more stuff. And then Sean's working most weekends now. I would go grab him.
I really wish I could tell you what I'm working on, because
yeah.
you'd all be like, "Oh my gosh!" I can't though, and it's awesome, but it's all consuming, and everybody I'm working with is super talented and also incredibly stressed out. So, no. I don't know what you're trying. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
I was just making
Don't be
things.
doing nothing. Don't be doing nothing with your hands.
Making things, my hands.
Anyway, it's a really cool project, but right now we're coming in on the busiest season apparently, and looking at 90, 100-hour weeks as if they're not a thing. So
we are going to still hopefully do some big live stream stuff, like when big events happen. Like
yeah.
If we go on a cruise, we definitely want to do a live stream for that to tell you guys about all of our stuff that happened.
Kay Davies has a good point. There's the other thing here that's really, really starting to wear thin, is that Stephanie and I don't spend any time together whatsoever unless we're on a ship. So it's become an actual issue with our relationship. Not that anything's bad. It's just that's the hurt point right now with everyone's demand on all of our times and all this other stuff going on in our lives. We're just like, wow, we don't really we've acknowledged that we don't have enough time for each other. We used to spend every waking minute of every single day with each other. And now I don't see Steph except for maybe the weekends, sometimes at night. She drives me to and from work, and that's the only time we get to see each other. And that's why we do that. So yeah.
It's been really hard.
It's been very hard.
But we definitely want to produce more content for you guys. So it's been just, for me, especially getting everything prepped, I don't have any other time to work. And during the week, I'm doing the company stuff. Plus, I'm also trying to get a job with Sean. So I'm working on getting my reel finished and getting everything, so I have some kind of resume to give.
If we worked at the same building, we can at least see each other for lunch.
That would be so great. That would be nice. But so for right now, we're just going to push pause.
Just for a minute, just for a little while. Nothing's permanent. Nothing. Our schedule. Nothing's forever. Nothing's written in stone.
If you guys don't know, if you are not familiar with our YouTube page, there is a community tab, and I do not have it up, so I cannot show you, but I wish I could, but maybe I can before we go. So talk amongst yourselves. I'll see if I can.
I have no idea what she's about to say or do, but yeah, we don't know. We might roll this out once a month. We don't know yet, but right now, as of right this second, we just have to hit the brakes because life is just a little too chaotic, and it's how it is. Life ebbs and flows. I'm not whining and complaining one bit. It's just the fact of the matter is I haven't seen Stephanie, with the exception of our travels. I haven't seen Stephanie at all. So she's busy looking at screens, and so I could probably have said anything. I could have probably said Stephanie's social security number is 46. Oh. Now she's paying attention.
Whoa. Okay. So if you are new here, this is our YouTube page. Right here it says community. Click here. Dun, 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 dun. Not working. Anyway, it's right here. It says community. If you guys can see that, I can't really zoom in for some reason. But anyway,
Yeah, so what was the point of all this?
So you can see that this is where we post all of our announcements. So
Yes. We also post them in our Facebook group and our...
There it is.
There you go.
See that tab right there? See, we're live right now. Look at that. Community right there. Click on that tab and you will see all of our anything that we have to announce or anything like that. It's all right there. So you can check that out if you're interested. We'll post anything there. Also, you can also join our Facebook group, our Sean and Stef Cruise Buddies group. It is a great place to get information from everyone shares in there. It's a positive environment. We share cruising, we share happiness and life and everything else, and it's just fun. So if you want more information, you can check out that, which is always great.
And I don't have a desk, everybody. I can't adorn my desk with pictures of Stephanie. I don't have a desk. I have a new desk every single day. So it's just the life of a freelancer. And yes, someone said, do you have a new 9 to 5, Sean? No, I've got like a 9 to midnight, sometimes 9 to 3. It's never been to 5 yet to even see what 5 looks like.
Past 5 o'clock.
So it's just an all-encompassing gig. That's just what it is. So yeah. That's that.
That's
so
it.
We're going to hit pause on the live streams. We truly love and adore all of you. Thank you so much. That doesn't mean the channel's suffering at all because we have got so many Harmony videos and then all of the Navigator videos still to come. So we literally just put Harmony Day 3 up. The VIPs have it. It will go out live on Tuesday. And then, of course, Day 4 would be the ship tour day. So that's huge. And no, I'm not allowed to adorn our computer desktop. That's a no-no.
Company stuff. Company stuff. That's a breach. It's a breach.
It's a breach. Security.
Security breach. We just keep on our channel. We'll announce when we'll come live again for you guys. But thank you again for all your support, and thank you to our VIPs and everybody else. I mean, thank you for watching our stuff. If you've missed it, we did have this came out this week, and then of course today we did our perfect day at Coco Cay Thrill Water Park extravaganza.
And we hit 10,000 subs on YouTube. It's been a big week. It's been a fun week.
Where's that? I need to put that back up. But
that was very cool. Thank you to all of you for making that happen.
Yes, thank you guys so much. So for now, we're going to say see you next Sunday because I did not change the graphic, but don't come up next Sunday because we won't be here. So when you see this last graphic, it won't be there. So
it won't make any sense.
It won't make any sense. You'll be like, what?
It's going to be a blank screen on Sunday. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't come on Sunday.
We love you all. Thank you so much, and look forward to so many more vlogs from Harmony and for the Navigator.
Yeah, it's coming.
Of the seas. It's coming.
So bye, guys.
Bye,
Have
everybody.
a good rest of your weekend.
Have a great week, y'all.
Have a great week, and we'll see ya. We'll see ya when we see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.